Good evening, Trinidad and Tobago. What a festive day, Thursday, the 21st of September. Now, the YouTube people, you all should be live. Let me just check and make sure. Again, really good at this. The stream health says it's happy. We're live on Facebook. 2 separate streams. Fantastic work. I'm doing it by myself tonight while shaving. I cut myself shaving, but it's better than shaving myself cutting. Yeah, so let's get down to the thing quick. I got information from the cabinet of all places that Keith Rowley he's accusing me of making him an ass. And I want to say this quite categorically. Just want to fix something for the YouTube people. Just to keep my YouTube people happy. And, right? Because the sexiness must travel. So it's important, YouTube people, come on, let your people know that we're here, we're live on YouTube too. Share the messages. We're going to go into sharing the videos. But I need to deal with this. Because he's the Prime Minister and in the cabinet, he accused me of making an ass out of him. And I want to state categorically, I am not responsible for that. He's making an ass of himself. This is all his doing. I got this today. I get this today. Hear this. Share the video.
Tried to bribe him, but he looked the other way. Rowan Chapel never forget his name. This deal is out of this world. Most corrupt, the country says. Oh, Keith Rowley, he is a clown. The ocean flowers in town. Oh, lying for the commission.
Let them know we're here. Spread the word. Call them out. Share the video. Call mommy and Tansi and papa, grandpa. Help them see it. Share it on the TV. Share the video. Let them know tonight is fire. Senanan and Rowley, let me talk now. Keep you blaming me for making you a jackass. You are a jackass, brother. I just exposed you, but you're responsible for that. Oh, you share the video now. Let me get 1,000. Let me get 1,000 tonight. Come on. Give you a mission. Give me 1,000 on top there. Happy Thursday, Trinidad and Tobago. Call them out. Call everybody. Well, you know this is the #1 show now. Tell them. We afraid no demon. The Clown Prince and Lekoto. Boy, go and drink all the cow blood you can drink, boy. You get tick-tock. I tell you all in April, we're going to bust up that man. When we tell you about Galatia, Abdullah and them was still lying down, fixing TNT. They didn't know what was fixing TNT then. When we bust it up and we tell you it coming, but we ain't done yet, you know. You see the boat on fire? Wait, they have been post still. The Progressive Empowerment Party going through the roof, PNM collapsing. UNC people saying under no circumstances. 8 months, we in 25 constituencies, and we're coming to a constituency near you. This Saturday at 6 o'clock, we in Mamaral, and it's fire in Mamaral. Come out in your numbers. Well, you share the thing now, man. Let me begin. Stick up in. We must listen. All your fire, all your shots. All your fire, all your shots. List after list after list. Allegation after allegation, fall flat, it collapsed. The people that were standing by all it and listen and see, they leave all and come back by me. They say, Philip, we realize it's shit. They try to distract me with bullshit. But the Progressive Empowerment Party, we go and do and redo. Watch and see. The Orange Revolution is coming. Are you on board? This man today announced that he going to relax the restrictions so the people from Dominica to come to Trinidad because they have hurricane and thing blow down. And listen, somebody say the Prime Minister of Dominica crying for his country. In Trinidad and Tobago, our country crying because of we Prime Minister. This man think he bright. They sit down there and they do the numbers. They calculate. The same house in Goodwood Park, they went to fabricate email gate because we know that too. We know that too. We know the house, we know the dining room table. All they sit down on and fabricate email gate. All they went back in fabrication land to check numbers and they say, wait now, we in trouble. We in trouble. All the people who want to tell you about PPs are third party, tell them miss you with that bullshit, you know. PNM and UNC are a fight for second place. This is 8 months old. This is unprecedented, unheralded. This party is growing like a force. They're feeling the undercurrents too. They're feeling it. They have people that you're convinced that don't like me. You actually convince people to don't like me. And you know the people say, you know what? You're right. I don't like him, but I'm still voting for him. Because them policies and programs and ideas that man have, it sounds like he go fix this whole country. And he looked like he had more balls than a bull. He taking all on from all sides. Two-party, corporate, banksters, cancer. He taking all on. The whole power structure. One man, one party, one new party on the scene, 8 months old, have all of their panicking, offloading, all their offloading. We're getting it from both sides. Red and ready and yellow and steady. But the powder is wet. Can't fire no more. People saying, yeah, we hear that mystery with your bullshit. Or let's stop that now and come with real thing. Answer the thing, but hear this. The Clown Prince of Lekoto, think we stupid. This is the Constitution. Subject to this act, a person is qualified to be an elector for an electoral district at a parliamentary election, a municipal council election, or the Tobago House of Assembly election, who, on the qualifying date, has resided in that electoral district for a period of at least 2 months preceding the qualifying date. Wait, all you know I like to read things. All you say, the man just teach me things like class. And one of these days there'll be a quiz. I will ask questions, you gotta put up your hand. A. subject to this act is a person is qualified to be an elector for an electoral district at a parliamentary election if A is a citizen of Trinidad and Tobago of the age of 18 years or upwards. That sounds rational. That sounds right. That sounds fit. That sounds proper. I could get on board with that. But B is what you need to hear. B. So I want to tell it again. I want to give you the whole sentence. Subject to this act, a person is qualified to be an elector if B is a Commonwealth citizen other than a citizen of Trinidad and Tobago of the age of 18 years or upwards, who has resided in Trinidad and Tobago for a period of at least 1 year immediately preceding such date. And it goes on. But I want to tell you, they're not going for the 78,000 people in Dominica to bring them here out of any humanitarianism. This is an entire elaborate voter padding plan. This is to bring Dominica people and give them HDC houses and put them to live as dependents of the PNM in a new and extended vote bank. We bring in Commonwealth people in your GAR. How you spell GAR, Philip? What it mean? Again, calls, can't take the calls. Getting messages, carry the messages. Because this is serious thing. And all you have to take this thing serious. Them fellas sit down in Goodwood Park, run a dining room table, and concoct how to defraud your election. And they want to use your constitution to do it. Representation of the People Act. Now you tell fire chucking me, all them people who want me to come out at night, shirt and tie, and talk prime ministerially, while these mocking pretenders conspiring to deceive and defraud. All you want this to be who could speak the easiest, the gentlest, when these jackasses looking to steal your country, using people and their little tragedy. I want to tell you something. If I were Prime Minister tonight, there would have already been helicopter loads and Coast Guard boat loads. You have about 11 Coast Guard boats doing nothing. They just do nothing. You know what I pack them up with? And I pack them up with TNTech, CPEP, and the Army. Wave after wave. We come in with lampposts and cable. Are sending Digicel and B-Mobile engineers. Are making sure that they come over there and in quick time, working together with the rest of the people who come in, because Britain's sending an aircraft carrier that just plugging back in everybody. So you're getting water. That aircraft carrier making more water from the sea than Dominica could drink. So when they reach, but right now, even organizations like the PEP, we already start to pack a container. We're working together with IPNAC, other organizations, Living Waters. I see Dane Harford and some white people doing something down in Carnage. Everybody trying to pelt a stone and send something to help Dominica, and that is right. These are our brothers and sisters in the CARICOM. But you do not use our brothers and sisters in the CARICOM to hijack an election to come. Keith Rowley, you stink and dirty, brother. We see you from a mile away. We see you from a mile away. Well, you're not easy. Never man tell me PNM people is go through a kind of training when all you come out on the other side, all you can thief milk and sugar out of coffee. I can't doubt them now. Your vision so long, boy. All you plot for that Sea Bridge, Rohan, Big Head, Silk Draws, all you sit down and plot for that Sea Bridge, and all you count this, but look, money now, boy. While we buying up land in Toko, so we hold that for when we looking to come and build the port in Toko. We go say we buy it for $1.32 a yard. We go sell it for $155 million a foot, and we go make we money. But until that come, let me grab this. Let me fire the super vast Galatia, because I'm Indian from the people's partnership making some money through Tawfiq Ali wife or some bullshit so they mash up that. They come here plan for that. These people just drive past the labas and say, I wonder how I can make money from rubbish, boy. How we can get the contract for that? They don't care about you. They don't care about you at all. They don't care about this country. Nothing they ever do, no press conference, no ribbon cutting, no unveiling has ever really been about you. Patrick Mervyn Augustus, teeth out Manning, nasty, stinking, dirty Manning, may he suffer for all eternity, knew that the billions of dollars he was spending in Port of Spain to build buildings that we will never need. He knew that was theft. And black people in Morva, Beetham, Lavantel and Sealots living on mud, house flooding, people children dying in flood, and you ain't care. Spend out all the money, give partners contracts because Trinis can't count. Trinis can't count. We could count at 1 to 10, and that we good with that, right? Or we could count 1 to 10. And then we reach up in 100, that is big numbers, 97 times 43. Frank, give me some brown paper and a pencil. When you see you start to talk things like 1,000 and million, we confused. But a million still some big. And then you tell me a billion. Is a billion 2 million, 10 million, 100 million, 1,000 million? We don't care think what is a million. You're coming to tell me 1,000 million? Thief it and go now, man. A million, a billion, what's the difference? We don't know the difference. We don't understand. And that's why I've come to tell you what Clicquot thief was 200,000 house. Clicquot thief, 200,000 house. When Darren McLeod and the rest of them dogging behind HDC for HDC to give them a house. That's their whole politics. Oh God, give me a house. Clicquot took 200,000 house. Clicquot took a house for every family in this country. That's gone. Plus 200 school. 200 school. Clicquot took 200,000 house. And Kamala and Manning and Keith and Botiwari and Faris and Mervyn Assam and Rudal Monilal, all these sons of bitches knew. They knew what they were doing. And when they passed over that money to Clicquot, that's 200,000 house. That's 200 school. That's 41 hospital. You know what I'm telling you? $25,000 million, boy. In one shot. And only have vex. Only have vex. These sons of bitches teeth out by the billion. People asking me, Philip, explain this Forex thing for me. Forex, they give a word to distract you. Foreign exchange, US dollars. Trinidad and Tobago dollars, our money, outside of Trinidad and Tobago, is worth less than toilet paper. Nobody wants it. There is nothing that you can do with it. Outside of Trinidad and Tobago, if you reach somewhere outside Trinidad and Tobago and you have $1 million Trinidad and Tobago dollars with you, throw it away. It's like firewood. In fact, firewood have a value. It have no value outside of Trinidad and Tobago. So when these fire truckers stole billions of dollars, when they stole billions of dollars and put it in safe in the house, I hear they built safe in the house, the whole money. They was thieving by the truckload. And when you have billions of dollars, it is of no value to you. I mean, you could stunt and pose in Trinidad a little bit. Yeah, no problem. Aria, Siam, the residents. You hear the names they get in these things there. We dress up nice. We're going out with the wife and we're going to meet the outside chick. And we're going to like up ourselves. No problem. We're going by the bar. Hey, we have Dom Perignon. We have our case calling there. We order that. No problem. Liking up yourself. Pulling up German. Your shoes shining like a donkey stones on a full moon night. No problem. You're cutting. But the billions that you thief, valueless. Because you can't spend, it's only so much roti you could eat, it's only so much beach house you could buy, it's only so much DDI you could go. Before your children start to pull at your dress and say, Mommy, my friend and them in Paris, they're in London town, take me there now. That is what the money for. The money to go and stunt in Dubai. But you can't stunt in Dubai with Trinidad money. So you have to take the money out of Trinidad. So you have to buy up foreign exchange. So all we foreign exchange that's supposed to run the country, the people who thief out with money, hit we a double whammy. They buy up all the foreign exchange to ship it out so they can go and stunt in Miami. No problem at all. But then you voted a clunker into government because Colm Imbert is a failed engineer, a failed builder, and just a jackass overall. And that jackass, instead of managing the country, put the fear of God in everybody. People sitting down in this country, the average person, they don't know nothing about nothing. But they sure that the price of US is $9 on the 2nd of October. So everybody and their brother going in the bank and trying to get a little $200 US because they're holding it because they feel apps on the 2nd again a lotto. Not realizing that from that day go forward, that little lotto that you had, you have it for all of 5 minutes because the price of everything just went up by 22%. But forget that. Forget that and don't talk about the bank. I hear about the bank in Pinal who get $10,000 to sell US and point 2,000 in the system and the manager and them selling the rest of the $8,000 for a higher price and pocketing the difference because everybody want to stunt. We stunt this. Stunt artists. All of we want to stunt fire truck the country. This is a nation. If it was a ship, you would see people ripping up the floorboards to sell it. Hey, you're making the boat sink. Fire truck that. We're getting money for the wood. Which jackasses? We are a collective 1.3 million jackasses. I just tell you this. And the PNM people who hear what I just read, that this man looking to hijack the country and bringing Dominican people under the rules, R-U-S-E, under the guise, G-U-I-S-E, of pretending to give a damn. When in truth and in fact, this is an overt attempt to frustrate the electoral process, pad the seats that they're afraid they're going to lose, like Tunapuna, St. Joseph, San Fernando West, those seats that worry them. In fact, Diego Martin Northeast is becoming more and more marginal as people get to despise Colm Imbert more and more. Because even if you're red and ready, it's still hard to vote for that jackass. Be honest. I mean, Colm don't have a face even a mother could love. His mother used to look away. He's a real class act. Jackass extraordinary. Them fellas don't care. They don't care. They're born missing a compassion gene. They don't have it. And they will do anything for... When short man reached down island homeowners and jump in that boat, he swear all them girls want to give you a brush. He swear. That's what stunting is for. Stunting is so that you could think everybody will brush you. And we, people let's call us sheeple. We're not sheeple, we're jackasses. And let's own it. Let's own it because the first step in fixing our problem is acknowledging it because we're jackasses. Because Monilal and Suruj and them stand up over there. Ready? Because 2 years pass and you forget how much bull we get from them. You forget how they hold we down and press we. So you say, you know what? The lesser evil. We gotta vote for that. They have no lesser evil. Evil is evil. Evil is evil. You can't vote for evil. You have to stop that. You have to stop voting for evil. When you vote for evil, you vote for... What do you think you're voting for? When you vote for people who had an opportunity at government and used it to rape you and got away with literal and figurative murder, you think you put them back there, they grow a conscience in 2 years? You think Darumai really give a damn? She want to go back and stunt. Daru want to go and see the rest of the world she miss. This is why Golfer Boy, the Clown Prince of Lekoto, so I'll be traveling. Listen, when I finish these videos at night, I just feel vexed that I had to say all of this. I just feel vexed. Vexed that I tell all of this. These people enter into an agreement with Bridgman's Trinidad Limited, created a contract for a dummy company that did not exist 2 weeks before it got the contract to provide a ferry and never owned a boat in its history, established a letter of credit for $3 million to put the project in the water, to contract to the bank, money, and when the mark bust, when we bust up the mark, these fellas vex. Because they know that money sit down there. They know that money sit down there. $3 million to start. So what they do? They limp the boat here for you.
It's just a boat and it's on fire.
The ocean flower followed slowly by the Cabo Star. And then the forehand massage. All of it come in.
Everyone was told that she was fired.
They come in to rest it on you.
This is a catastrophe. And his name is Keith Rowley.
Rohan and Rowley and Imbert and Faris and the rest of them sit down there and plot for your ass. And we making memes, we making songs, we making joke, and them laughing because the joke is on us. Bachchan Ganesh just wrote on my wall that Kamala run the country like a boss. I'd take a minute and block that jackass. If I had the power, Bachchan Ganesh wouldn't be allowed to breed. But that is not my role in life. Fools are fools, and fools have to be allowed to do whatever it is they do. But I don't want you to tell me at any one point, you know what, I'll get a blind. I'll get a blind, but don't write that shit on my wall again. Don't write that shit on my wall. I was up close and personal with them people. I could tell you, they wasn't running the country. They wasn't running the country. That's not what they were about. That is not what they were about. They were never in government to run this country. They were in government to say, what need doing? Make a hole there. Long ago, there was a place called Pompeii Savannah. Pompeii Savannah was in St. Clair. Somebody changed the name and it became King George V Park. No problem. King George V Park suddenly needed to be changed again and it became Nelson Mandela Park. Fine, no problem. History don't matter to we. History don't matter. Change the name, pull on the statues, do it over. If it's red painted white, or white painted black. But when Eric Williams was in power, what's Glenn last name, boy? Lennox Lake and Glenn, I can't remember Glenn last name. But they had a little comedy troupe and they used to put on plays. And he had a skit called Two Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest in Queen's Hall. And in one of the scenes, somebody walked up to him and said, Mr. Prime Minister, I was a PNM my whole life. I till I dead, I was a Balize till I dead. And all in power, 3 years now, and all ain't give me nothing yet. Glenn Davis. And Glenn watch him and say, as Prime Minister, listen, because those who old enough, who know what Brock Sinclair St. James, who remember what I am about to say about King George V Park, you'll remember this and you will laugh. Because Glenn Davis, as Prime Minister, Eric Williams told the person, listen, go to King George V Park. If they have nothing there, build something. If they have something there, take it down. Because under the PNM, King George V Park nearly became a stadium 5 times. And 5 times they spend money to put it up and take it down. It's like we're going and build a new stadium in Diego Martin and we can't maintain the stadium in Cuba. Or you have to get real. All this talk, I know, listen. People listen to me, boy, Phil, what happened if all of this is for nothing? I will know that I tried. I will know that. Because I say it to Trinidad, I say it again. Listen to me carefully. Whenever the next election call, the Progressive Empowerment Party is going to contest that election. If we do not win, if another of those two bandit clans win, I am leaving. I am not staying for another term of corruption, cancer, banditry, murder, and mayhem under those two diseased, disgusting, conspiratorial gangs of indecency. I will leave. Wherever I land, I will burn my passport. Cut that clip out. PNM and yellow sycophants, red and ready and yellow and steady. Share it all over Facebook. If you put God out your thoughts, I'm gone. And wherever I land, I will be happy, because I can be happy anywhere. But more importantly, my conscience will be clear. If one day I read a paper years later and it talks about Trinidad has collapsed, and I remember somebody said, you used to live there. Say, yeah, boy, we try. We try. The crime index for country was put out this week, mid-year 2017. The whole world relies on this data to guide where they put in their investments. Because when you do foreign direct investment, you're not just building a building. You have to bring staff, and those staff have to bring their family. And those families include children that have to go to school, and wives that have to go shop. And these people will go and check this crime index, and they will realize that to bring staff, the staff have to have bodyguards and gunmen outside the house if your crime high. And they will prefer to go to countries that are not so bad. What do they want it? This is the top. These are the countries highest for crime in the world. Number 1 is Venezuela. Number 2, Papua New Guinea. Number 3, Honduras. Number 4, South Africa. Number 5 is the third wealthiest nation in the Western Hemisphere, the Royal Imperial Majestic Banana Republic of Do What the Hell You Like land. Number 5 is Kamala's and Keith's fiefdom, their plaything, where the cabals from both sides have enriched themselves and sent their children traveling the world. Number 5 is a nation of a failed justice system, failed law enforcement, failed healthcare, failed education, failed public sector, a failed nation. Trinidad and Tobago is the number 5 in the world of 187 countries. We are the number 5 worst for crime. Like yourself. When you go to bed tonight and you're rubbing up the life boy, feel proud. There's we country. And if you feel that you ain't to blame, the people who say, I'm not into politics, you first to blame. Because you is chief jackass. Because you somehow feel if you walk into a jungle and you don't want to eat the lion don't want to eat you. So you're the first jackass. The second jackass is those who could rationalize, still knowing what you know and still defending the PNM. Johnny O'Halloran stole enough money from your children, from you, from your parents. Anytime you hear a story about somebody sit in a hospital and suck salt, waiting for attention, or a bed, or a sheet, or drips, or a blood bottle, or a syringe, or a surgery. Johnny O'Halloran stole enough money that he could have built 4 skyscrapers in Toronto, baby. And fellas, Trinidad built Panama, you know. You see, you all don't understand how much money this little country had. There are big nations in the world, Costa Rica, There are big nations in the world, Miami, that benefited from billions of Trinidad dollars, you know. And you need to understand that we've never really seen our money. It is like I ask every night. Our pitch lake, one of two pitch lakes on the entire planet, the Anunnaki, when they came for pitch, they came Trinidad. One of two on the entire planet paves 90% of the roads in the world. And if we're paving 90%, if you were making 90% of the pepper sauce consumed in the world, you would expect that we would be rich. You could imagine, compare pepper sauce to pitch on the road. How much pitch are we talking about? How much do we sell this pitch for? And who is getting this money? Why are we in a recession if our pitch paving the world? How? You could call me and tell me. Give me a real answer. Don't tell me about the Chinese people. I want to hear about that. They discovered the Caribbean. Columbus and all this bullshit. He wasn't checking to see if the world was wrong, you know. When England cut off Spain and they had no salt because England and Spain went to war, salt was the most important thing in the world back then because they had no French. So everything had to cure. Salt was the most important thing. In fact, salt was so important to mankind then that you got paid a piece of your monthly stipend or your daily stipend or however you were paid. You got paid in salt. And that is where the word salary came from. Your salt allocation. But forget all of that. The Aryan Lagoon in Venezuela is what brought Europe to the Western Hemisphere now. The Aryan Lagoon was a source of salt. And Trinidad is a gargle and a spit from Venezuela. And those ships, when they realized that we were natural sources of pitch that could have filled the spaces in the wooden planks that made the boats, this became an important country in the world. And we don't know, and we don't care. We don't give. They have a family in Germany. Their name is S-C-H-I-T. It's pronounced shit. We don't give two of the members of our family. We don't give two shits. We don't care. We don't care. Because in a couple weeks, Machel is going to throw the last 12 years of songs into a blender, switch it on high, what comes out, auto-tune, and we in that. All you get? It busts out Tony Chowlin on. We'll give the countdown. It coming down. It coming down. Are you ready? Oh my God. Another way to say, Hurr! Are you ready? That is we. That is we. We don't care about nothing else. Angostura tell me if you're drinking it white, you're right. And when it pours, you're in. So all away with his stupid self inside the party, watching the girls dress half naked, saying, I have white oak in my glass, somebody want to brush me. And a nation of jackasses that have accepted poverty, slavery, mediocrity, abuse, advantage, rape, failed nation status. We've accepted being the 5th worst nation in the world for crime. We've accepted 400 people dead, murdered in this country for this year so far. 9 months, 3 more to go. Do the arithmetic. We accept all of that. We're so stupid that we think that wolf ain't gonna bite we. My brother-in-law called me this morning to tell me about a man, the man middle class. The man owned chains of stores. And his father had get real sick. And he passed away, God rest his soul. But they spent a lot of money while he was sick. And then his brother gets sick. And they spend the rest of the money. And now he have cancer. But the money done. So he in the general hospital. They cut him open. They close him back. And up to this day, 5 days pass. And nobody is telling him nothing. Because he had no money. He have no money to grease the wheel. And he understanding now what the poor in this country, the vast 750,000 people, that we ignore, that we spit on, that we rock back and drive past, bubbling to go DDI. Or when we drive out of town, 250,000 of us come in and out of Port-of-Spain every day. And we drive between Beetham and Sealots, and we look up the mountain at Laventille, and we say a little prayer, thank you, Jesus, because there go I, but for the grace of God. And we so foolish, we so stupid, we so insipid that we do not understand that wolf, we are a diagnosis away. We are the wrong bounce away. We the nightfall on you in the wrong place. You take a wrong turn. You take a wrong turn. Listen, fire truck me. Listen now. I could back talk me too. That's the game. That's the sport. Let me do that. Then we go and drink 2 beers and back talk Phil. No problem. Tell me how that fix your shit. Tell me how bad talking me fix your shit. Because bad talking me for Keith Rowley and bad talking me for Campbell not fixing your shit. Your child still catching ass in school. And if you or them get sick, it's jam after jam for you in the hospital. Bad talk me there now. Sit down in casualty, hoping the security guard will throw your ass out of there on the lawn. And bad talk me there. See if that don't help you. You know why? And I want to say this. Because I am going to raise money to help this man get proper medical treatment. I spoke to a senior surgeon tonight, and I said I want help for this man. And that man, I had blocked him on Facebook for bad talking me. And now he lying down in the same fire trucking hospital that I warned everybody about. Look how life funny. Papa God laughing at me. Laughing. To be laughing. Muhammad, Mother Lakshmi, Papa God. Who else? Who else up there? Who else in the superheroes in the sky? Laughing at all of you. Why? The only Caribbean island out of the hurricane belt. Tobago, just with marinas around it, could have 50,000 yachts park up tomorrow, paying $10,000 a year. Just do that arithmetic. Just that. You don't have to do nothing. You don't have to feed it. You don't have to water it. You don't have to mine it. It just park up there till the rich and famous, until the hurricane season done, and they send for it. They will park it right there. Chagaramas had that. A gold mine. It was growing. It was growing. There were people building businesses in Chagaramas that was racking and stacking boats, because every boat up there worth millions, and the people have to pay to house it. And we had that. And cats and pissants put VAT and tax on it and drove them away. Because we shithounds like that. That's us. And we don't give a fire truck tonight. Because Kitos, he black like me, bro. Shiny black like me. He's an African too. Kamla Indian just like me. We just wear the same type thing wrong we had. She had to be liking me. Rudal, we have the same style I hear. Same flick and twist. Jackasses, voting your servants into office as if it is a beauty contest or worse, because we've yet to have a beautiful anything. I mean, seriously. And our truth to this day is guilt by association. Everyone. Co-conspirators before and after the fact. You know why? Because every single member of the UNC know the UNC crooked. I know, because they just tell me. And every single member of the PNM know the PNM crooked. I know them well. I know them well. Them beg me. A man share a picture of me, Keith Rowley, David Abdullah, me, and 2 other people. And look, watch your boy there. He was in the PNM. No, sir. I was in my Enoch jersey. I marched against Section 34. But there's a point of that picture. You don't get to sit down front and center. But what was the most striking thing about that picture? And people message me and tell me, they say, Philip, you know what I see in that picture? 4 people with their head down in shame. And your head raised high. And that picture, there's a person who said it to me. He said, that picture, tell me you're a man of integrity. You will get my vote. We know these are criminal enterprises. We know. We hear it. We see it. You think UNC members and watch them come in, you just hear them cussing, you just hear the UNC in the treads cussing, all these overnighters come in and make all this money, want to we who in what is it called it? In the vineyards. Like any of them ever see a freaking vineyard, we laboring in the vineyard, pan they put that bullshit in all your head, or they're laboring in the vineyard, where did you get in? What fool you to think that Rienzi ever cared about you? Cut cane and take pressure. What make you think Balize House is for you? Balize House not for you. Balize House is to climb up on your back and piss on you and tell you that is good rain. That is PNM rain. So you gotta look up and say, oh God, rain on me. Stuart Young, Justin Phelps, Faris Al-Rawi, these fellas are pay out of nowhere and parachute on top of your head. And them is your leaders. Rohan Sinanan. Rohan Sinanan is a grocer. Some Tuna Puna grocery. Can't remember the name. And bring some money. Here, Kitos. I go back here. Parachute yourself. Use a big wig. And you continuously defend not just the mediocrity, but the slavery, the jackassery, and now the geometry. You defend it because it's my side. How is it your side? When they're sharing their ill-gotten gains, you get an envelope. You get one. Did you get one? If you got one, then you're on their side. But you didn't get one. You're fooling yourself. And worse, you are misusing your intelligence to rob your family. Because you ain't getting nothing. And them suffering, walking barefoot in mud yard, rain flooding their ass. And you're saying we yellow and steady. Waving flag for Darumai. Come na man. Come na man. Rowley wind up on Stuart Young on stage. 2 years pass. What did you get for the exchange? Just tell me one thing. Other than bacchanal and theft, mismanagement, mayhem, malfeasance, and murder, what did you get? The Progressive Empowerment Party is an organization with plans that will undo the judiciary and redo it. Will make the Director of Public Prosecutions Office functional and accountable to the people. Will give you a Commissioner of Police elected by the people. Will give you a Trinidad and Tobago police service that knows how to protect and to serve and to do it with respect and professionalism. We will give you a healthcare system, 41 accident and emergency centers, 24/7, with minor surgery suite that could stabilize stroke, heart attack, gunshot wound, and accident. We will give you ambulances. We will cancel that bullshit contract with Global Medical Response and give you ambulances at every medical institution and every fire station. We will cancel and abolish the child abusive SEA. We will make every school a 10-year school. We will zone the school so you don't have to be spending out your hard-earned money trying to send your child in town to go St. Mary's. Shut all of them down. Rebuild properly 200 proper purpose-built schools. All schools, same school. All teachers, same teacher. All class, same class. All curriculum, same curriculum. And if at the end of the term, your child fail and your child class fail, your child teacher have a question to answer. And that school principal have one to answer too. Because a GPA is a number and it's easy to track. We will ensure that farmers are given farmland and the opportunity to grow food. We will handle the buying and the selling. We will do it in the co-op system and we will take and wholesale and retail all of the food we grow with a goal that this nation, I think Hilo sell me plastic rice today. I buy a lunch in Hilo and it was okra rice, stew chicken and plantain and every mouthful crunching and nothing inside of they're supposed to crunch. I feel they sell me plastic rice. We will make sure we will no longer be at the mercy. The food running so scarce in the world, they've invented plastic rice and fake egg. You all see that? Fake egg. You're cracking the egg. You think it's an egg. It's not real. Fake meat. Burger King and McDonald's and them selling Wendy's. They have a Twitter war running right now between all of them talking about who's selling the most fake meat. And all they eating it. But we will make sure that farmers get land and that this country gets to food independence in 5 quick years. We want to get the net food exporter, but we can stick a pin. But we want to make sure that we're food independent. And what I will do is cancel the $5 billion being spent every year to import food by the Kabbalists. They have a business in Trinidad. He can't get warehouse fast enough. First, he's a food importer. And the more we grow nothing, is the more money he making. Until they're happy. Until they're happy. The Prime Minister, as head of the National Security Council, Keith Rowley, like Kamala Persad-Bissessar, are aware that the solution to the narcotics trade that fuels the gangs and drives the murder and criminality in this country, that brings in the illegal guns, is to shut the borders down. And they know that the solution is the maritime security wall. They're clear about it, they understand. We've put it out to tender. The Chinese have tendered, local companies have tendered. They know how to do it, why to do it, where to do it, what to do. But like the scanners that the Americans give us to stop the guns and the drugs, we're not using it because this is a narco state. And prime ministers know how to fix it. And if they're not fixing it, why are you not asking them that? Why are you not asking Keith Rowley and Kamala, where's the maritime security wall? 6 repurposed oil barges that gives us fast attack helicopters and interceptor boats, connected by a 360-degree radar, 3 miles out at sea. So if you cross it, pull over, we want to search you, and if you don't pull over, we will blow your ass out of the water. Because them fellas have bomb and gun that they want to use. They want to shoot them kind of people. So let them run free, 3 miles out. It mustn't touch we land. Every ship, every marine craft, every bird trunk that want to go and park up in yacht club, every sailboat that went down to Colombia for some reason and came back up, check all. And then move the port. Move the port to Point Lisas to a facility 5 times the size. If we only have 100 immigration officers, let us train and hire 2,000. Because we must unstuff all the containers on the port to make sure that the car parts is not cocaine and the manual is marijuana. The whole conversation about decriminalizing marijuana, the Progressive Empowerment Party stands for that. We want to grow and sell medicinal marijuana. That's the #1 cash crop in California, the 13th largest economy in the world. So we're there with them, and we're in that. One of our members, he suffers from it's a big word, it just left my head, and he's always in pain. Always in pain. But he said he tried the medical marijuana, it didn't work for him. I don't know. But people say that it helps some, and it helps people with glaucoma and people who have anxiety. If it works, and it does, because I want to tell you something. 4 of the #1 selling drugs in the world that people take that have names like Xanax and the other things, they're actually made from opium. They're called opiates, I think. Cannabinoids or cannabinoids, or however you pronounce it, is how you get the medical value out of marijuana. Why we can't be making money from that? But you can stick a pin, because we could corner the market on cocoa alone. So we need to find out how quickly we can get cocoa onto the market. How quickly we can start growing Trinidad strain of cocoa, which apparently, allegedly, for some magical reason, is the #1 best cocoa in the world. But the 2 jackass bandit clowns you've ever voted into office cannot find a way to thief money from cocoa, so fireburn cocoa. Parkinson's. Thanks you, Diana. The Progressive Empowerment Party is meeting this Saturday at 6, not at noon. Please tell each other, all of you who come at noon on a Saturday, we are not meeting at noon this Saturday because we're meeting at 6 in Mamaral. Come down Mamaral. Come and see the country. Come and meet your brothers and sisters home by them, Flanagan Tongue and Tabakita, learning new things. Come down there with us and fill up the space. Come and join the Orange Army. Come and be part of the Orange Revolution, a wave, a tsunami to wash corruption and criminality away from this country. Everything I just told you, just those things, if those bastards could steal those ideas and put them into practice, no, they have no use of a PEP. One more thing. Every Trinidadian who has a job, even if it's a minimum wage job, even if you're sweeping in KFC or you're working as a guard in Amalgamated Security, you should have the right to own a home. And we, the Progressive Empowerment Party, guarantees you zero deposit, zero interest, up to $1.5 million for 30 years will be the right of every citizen of this country. All you need is a job. At zero deposit, zero interest for 30 years, your payment is $500 per $100,000. And we will start with a massive qualification program. So you come, you don't have to hide and you don't have to lie. If you're working for $15,000 a month, tell us so we know what you qualify for as a loan. That don't mean you have to spend all the money. If they tell you you qualify for $7,500 mortgage, that don't mean you have to look for a house that costs that. It just tells you where you're shopping. More importantly, you get a piece of paper from us that when you go to a buyer and they're selling a house, it could be the HTC because we're going to sell all the HTC stock and shut the HTC down. That empire of theft, we're going to cancel and remove that. But forget that. But it could be a HTC house or a private builder. When you go to talk to them, you have a document that says you qualify to buy a house for $1 million. And the government says you have access to that money. Bring out the paperwork. This is where we want to go. We want to make sure that our communities are owned by the people who live there. That they are stakeholders in this country. So when they pull up the red, white, and black, they can kiss it. I live here. I own a piece of this country. I have a vested interest in defending my home, my neighborhood, my community. A nation is a collection of communities. You could imagine if we get all of our communities functional, all of our people have access to affordable food, the children going to a school in your constituency, and the school operating like a prestige school, that you bounce your toe, a scorpion bite you, the ambulance reach in 6 minutes, and you reach in the hospital in 10. Imagine that nation. After that, you could dance to anything Marshall wants to sing. You could do anything you want. You have a functional country, and you're doing your part. We will make sure that you have laws that work, that the people get to respect and love each other, that public service is done with respect, a smile. Public servants will be paid well. They too will have access to all of this. The nation's happiness index will rise. We've shut down the borders. We've stopped the inflow of illegal guns. We're going to take all the guns off the street. How? We're going to give police and law enforcement personnel $1,000 per gun. If a police officer pull up with a van with 10,000 guns, write him a check for $1 million one time. Well, that's 10 million. Whoever's going to do the math right today. But you get the point. And all those guns, to keep them from being recirculated and resold back to us, we're going to smelt them down to ingots. And we're going to use that metal in the construction sector, I assume. But we have a plan for everything. We have a plan to turn our jails into universities so that the people coming out of jail are not predisposed to criminality but looking for a proper, fully contributing life. We have a plan that takes the homeless, the indigent, the disabled, the orphans, and empower them. We are going to go into every state office that has opportunities for work where people sit down all day and give people in wheelchairs first preference. We have a plan and a policy that deals with everybody. We have an idea and a program that empowers everybody. We have a policy called No Job Left Behind. Our goal is 100% employment. We want to make sure that after you finish see what real governance is, they have no way anymore these mocking pretenders could ever come near you again and try to sell you this idea that race and tribe and all this bullshit somehow could be of benefit to you, and that this might be a way for why you should vote who you voted for. We want to give you so much power that you have the ability to fire not only us, any public office holder, the Chief Justice, the Commissioner of Police, His Excellency the President. We must make sure that this country is functional, where every creed and race has an equal place, and we could make it a paradise on earth, the paradise on earth that it was meant to be. How that happens? Register, get yourself ready, and join us.
Your vote will decide our destiny. Your vote will decide what you want to be. Your vote can protect our country's name. But use it well before it's too late. If it is that who you're voting for,
Fail beyond a doubt. Be honest with yourself. Be honest, look around. What works? What works? Look around. Pick a thing besides the record. I know that works. What else? All our cities smell of piss and decay. The entire country is broken. We are a failed nation. Let's put our country together again. We want to reboot the republic. We want to undo and redo all the failed institutions of state. We want to make sure that you, your loved ones, your family, your children, no matter what wolf come your way, that there is an organization and an institution of state to stand with you. Right now, can you say in any way that there is anything like that for you? Can you? You're voting them in, and it's only tears as soon as they win, and enslave your soul, promising you roads and giving potholes. When you're voting, vote them out. When you're voting, vote them out. East, west, north, and south, vote them out. You have an option. You have the opportunity. This is your party. Bring your family. Become part of this family. Come and see what we're building here. Why the Progressive Empowerment Party on everybody's lips? Come and see why. Stop the nonsense about people saying, oh, you don't come out. Come out. peptrinbago@gmail.com. That is our email address for anything. Send us an email. Say, I want to join. Give us your name, your phone number, your email address, and any skill set that you might have that you think that might benefit the party. peptt.com is the website. All of the information that you want is there. We have our pages on Facebook. My page, Philip Edward Alexander. The PEP page. There is a PEP app, PEP, APP. You can download those on any of the download sites. That is our situation. Tonight, you have all of that information. Now, if you want a better country, if you think for a minute the things that we are saying are achievable and doable and something that you want, come and be a part of it. Let them see. Let them know. This time, this is the... Listen. When you're voting, if it is a frustration that's make you want to shout, when you're voting, before they misuse out, deep out, sell out and digs out, if it you vote them in, you have a responsibility. You are informed now. you are educated, you are empowered, you have a responsibility to talk the truth to people. Go and spread this good news that the country could fix. Go and tell each other. You have that responsibility for a better nation. So no matter what happened, you too could feel safe. You could say, you know what, my conscience clear, I tried. Share this video, share all the information. Look for all the other people who putting out information in the public space that wants to help us get to a better place. The time of the PNM and the UNC is behind us. The only time we need to be talking about them in the future is when we're referring to the party that the people that we've arrested and prosecuted for stealing our money. That's the only reason we must name them. Other than that, we must shame them. We must put the PNM and UNC in our past. Just now we're going to have a bonfire party. As soon as we get permission from the chief fire officer, we're going to burn everything red and yellow we ever buy. A garden that grows and one love for each.
If it is that injustice is what they always show, when you're voting, vote them all, vote them all. If it is that avarice is all they seem to know, when you're voting, vote them all, vote them all. If it is their politics,
it's just a puppy show.
when elections day come,
All bandit must go.
register and
Vote them out.
if they don't see,
Vote them out.
stain your finger,
PNM and UNC.
show them no mercy.
Vote them out.
Put them out in total scorn.
And utter disdain. Let's put our country together again.
Put them out of power.
Terminate their reign.
Let's put our country together.
Tell Kamala bye-bye. Tell Kitos bye-bye. It is time. The time of the people is now. The time of the rise of the Trinidadian and Tobagonian is now. The time of justice and service for the people is now. Let us do this now. Come on board. Be a part of this movement. See you all tomorrow at 9 o'clock. Stay safe, Trinidad and Tobago.